Hello everyone. This time I'm gonna do something a little bit different from what I have done in the past. Actually, what I'm gonna review is the week behind. So basically, today is Saturday, um, February 18th. February 19th, Saturday, February 19th. And I'm going to review the week behind, so which is the 14th through the 18th. And there, I did some trades, not that many actually, and primarily focused on gold and crude and ES. A little bit more in gold actually. I'm gonna review them all together because there are not that many trades that I made during this week. Um, I, I made a total of $1,600 around that, and in ES, I lost $237. In gold, I made $1,510, and in crude, I made $320. So a total of $1,600, something around that area. So I also changed a little bit the display. I'm not showing the 30 minutes anymore. I know that for some people that is more easy. It's easier to understand. Um, but since it has the time involved, but I'm using an entry chart now a little bit higher in what it used to be in the Renko because the market has been very volatile. Anyways, I have not done that much trading. So I'm gonna go through the days and the setups. But so what I'm using here is a larger bar in the Renkos. Um, so you have a 4, 10, and 20, and that this is the settings. And then in the anchor chart, I'm using 8, 20, and 40, which is a larger scale. I don't trade this one, but this is my entry chart. And then in the bottom right corner, I do have a point and figure chart, which gives direction, but also gives the entry. And the one that I'm using now here is the 5 and 3. So 5 ticks in the box, and then 3 as a reversal. Okay, and it's a tick, point and figure. Okay, so that it's those are the settings. Okay, so let's start from the 14th. So you see here I have the 14th of February, and the day goes all the way through this area. So this is the whole day. So what happened in the market? If as you see, I don't have any trade. What you can see here that it's a in the morning or overnight at 3:11 or at 3 a.m. Eastern, market went down and then stayed here at the 43.50 area, and then bounced in there, forming a kind of like a head and shoulder here, and then moving to the upside here. So this one is a nice setup. The problem is that it's at 7:30 before the market opens. So no, I didn't feel comfortable to take that trade and move higher. Actually, I was looking the market there, but you see up here in this area in the anchor chart, you are counting trading the counter trading this move, right? So it is moving to the upside and then cross all the moving averages, but the moving averages are not in confluence with the lower time frame or with the entry chart. So I didn't feel comfortable to taking it, thinking that the market at any point could move down. It didn't. Found some resistance at this level here at 44, 15, 44, 20, and then came back. Now market opened, and this is what I have painted here is the open range. So you have here the high of the open range then in the 30 minutes, right? So in here you have 44, 16, 50, and then in the low end you have 43, 93, 75. So ES moved in the range, tough to trade this one. If you see this range here, let me expand this a little bit. Let's use that one and expand this area here. So very choppy. See, moving horizontally, up, down, up, down, up, down. I am a momentum trader and trend trader. So I try to avoid these choppy areas. And by 10 a.m., I mean, it was clear to me that this was going to be a day that it was going to be a little bit choppy. And so 10:14, you see here moving down. That one, there's no setup for me in the entry. There is a setup right here that I didn't take. And if you see here, I do have this indicator here, which is um, the squeeze. And so market is trying to move down, but it's failing. So no, I didn't take any trades here. Very, very choppy. And then 11 a.m. came, and I didn't take any trades. So went back up to the range market, and then tried to break up, didn't break, came down. Now it broke a little bit, and then this is in the afternoon, right? So I'm not trading at that time, and the market moved down. So there's no trades here on that Monday, on Monday 14th. Same. I'm gonna continue with ES. Let me expand this a little bit on the higher time frame in the anchor chart, and then show a little bit what's going on. So Tuesday, February 15th, so you have the overnight move. Market moved up nicely in the at night at 3 a.m. So went back up, moved already nicely, and then on Tuesday it didn't do anything either. So if you see here, this is the range, the open range. This red line, and this down here. So you have market going up and down, up and down, up and down. No trades for me in this area either. If I'm at this point, in the anchor chart, I'm looking for longs, but because we are above all the moving averages, and the moving averages are stacking to the upside, so you see that that it's moving nicely. On this here is the 89 EMA, and this one is the 200 EMA. So you have a 200 EMA moving to the upside, and then an 89 moving to the upside as well. But the 34 EMA, which is this one, and this one here, and the and the 21 EMA are moving horizontally, so they are not really letting. I didn't feel comfortable trading in that range. Next day, um, you see market came down. Any trade here is a counter trend because it's moving it's moving down, and in the entry I let's go back here. So there is some trades here, but these trades are counter trend on Tuesday here, right? Okay, now we are in on the 16th. That is this is Wednesday actually. So it's trying to move down in the anchor chart and trying to break to the downside, trying to break again, but it's still moving in the range. It's below the opening range on Wednesday. Um, so no trades for me at all here. I could have taken this one, but I didn't. I didn't feel trading on ES at all. Next day on Thursday, this is the 17th. Um, there was a overnight stayed in this range here from 44.68 to 44.36. So move up, down, up, down, up, and then when the market opened on Thursday, it moved nicely to the downside, and then and then stayed in this range, and then in the afternoon it broke again to the downside. So all of this is action in the higher time frame on Renko, and then I took three trades here in three trades in on Friday the 18th. Okay, so let's review these trades here. I'm going to expand this area, and then I am going to, hopefully we can see it better this way. And then I'm gonna expand this area here to see the trades. So these trades were it is actually three trades, two losers and one winner. And then here is the reason I took them. So in here I'm bearish in the lower time frame. In the entry chart I'm bearish. So trying to I made an entry right here, and probably it was a mistake. It is actually a mistake because you have resistance right in this area on the overnight, right? And then this Darvas indicator right here. So I took it right there, and the market immediately went back. And then there is, if you see here, let me expand it even a little bit more. I moved it too much. So let me expand this one so you can see here. Did it again. Okay. So if you see here, there is a wick right there. So so the market was coming down, tried to move up and failed, and then when tried to go down again, I took the trade, but the market reversed on me immediately. So I took a loss here, for $287. So let's mark that one right here, minus $287. Let me see. Yeah, let's leave it there. Then the market came back up. I remember I'm still bearish here because we are below the moving averages, and all the moving averages are stacking to the downside. So all of them are down here. And even I did have some bearish momentum right here, and then momentum. There was a momentum reset here on the squeeze. However, I took this one again, and then market came back up and took me out once more. So this one is $275 loss in the second entry. So let's mark it right there. Minus 275. So two losers right at this point. Okay, so I was not feeling, trading ES. It's a bit complicated right there. Now, market came, it started to move in this range, in the opening range, in between these two red lines, and then I took an entry right here. If you see the higher time frame, you have a double top right up here, and then I took the entry a little bit late, but once the moving averages were stuck into the downside right here. So there's an entry right here at 43.7150, and that one was good for until that point here, and I sold it because it was started to move, in this area, and started to give even I have a wick right there, and then came back down. So I took I stopped the profit at 43.65, and this one was good for $325. So let's mark that one as a profit, plus 325. Okay, so two losers and one winner on Friday. So again, let's review. Let me size this one again. So this is a Friday right there. Market kept moving down, and then but very choppy still. Now we are below the opening range, and it actually at 11, make a break, and then stay there here in this range all the way till the afternoon. There were some good entries here that you could have taken advantage of. But if you're a breakout trader, this is probably not really good, because all the breaks are kind of like short-term live, and then market came back to the opening range, and then went back. So there is a range still in this area here. If we see what happened in the point and figure chart, this one is a little bit more clear on what was going on. Okay, so we do have February 14th, and then there was a break right there. Oh, I did something I shouldn't have done. Okay, I'm gonna leave it just like that. So we have a breakdown there, and then congestion area. Then there's a break right there, congestion. Break again, congestion. So a lot of compression actually in this area right here. So let's mark that this one. In this area here, there's a lot of compression. So tough to trade. I mean, look at this area right here. Very tough. And I normally use this point and figure not to trade it, but to see the compression areas and the expansions, right? So you see here compression, compression, compression. Oh, I know what happened in here. Um, okay, so I had to put pause because I needed to fix these prices to the right of the chart. Okay, so yeah, if you see here, you know, a lot of compression here, and then there is expansion in this on the 17th and the 18th. So there was some movement to the downside, and that's why I took the trades on Friday. However, two of them didn't work out, and one of them did. So I didn't feel comfortable trading ES, and that's why I did those three trades. So two losers and one winner. Let's check on crude now. So you know, I'm going to. There's a little bit of more trades in here. So February 14 actually was what I wanted to show. Okay, there you go. So we have February 14 in this area. So let me expand this. So there are some trades in this area right here, and let's open that one as well. Okay. So okay. So there's in gold. There's actually four winners and three losers. Okay, so let's review them. Let me expand this a little bit. So the first one here was at was a quarter to 8 right here, and I was kind of like you know, if you see here, I'm bearish. All the moving averages are pointing to the downside, and they were stacked. So my thought in here was, okay, this one is going to break, but I was wrong again. So I took a hit. Let me show you. Um, I took the entry right here, moved a couple of bars to the downside, and then reversed. And then I, when I saw this one reversing, I was not really convinced that this was going to break because, you know, we are right there. There is a, let me paint a bar right here. There is a resistance right there. So I took the first entry I took was this one here, and then moved immediately to the other side. So I took a $100 hit in here from this bar, from this entry to that entry. Okay, so um, minus $100 right there. So inaugurating the losses. Now, second entry was right here. I was not fast enough. The entry should have been in this below this bar out of the week of the 89 EMA. So I did not take it, and I took the third one, thinking, okay, now this time is going to go up, and I put a tide loss right there. So this one is actually a loss of $60. So now I'm $160 down in the two trades. Okay. And now I thought, okay, this it seems that this support is holding. So I'm going to take a reversal. But the reversal, it's a little bit tricky actually, because, if you see we are at that at strong support at 1850 kind of area. So I took an entry right here at 1816, and then I put a larger stop and below this week right here. Normally I don't do that, but I thought that that crude could, I mean oil. I'm sorry, gold could move to the upside. So I took a little bit of hit in this one, tried to move up, and then another hit in another little bit of hit right here. So but there was some strong support in this area. Um, so the market has started to move up, and then retraced, and I put the stop. First of all, I moved the stop right below this pivot. So by now I'm about 100 to 100 to $150 if this one would hit. Then moved up and then came back, and I put the stop right below this one when moved to the upside again. Now I have moving averages talking to the upside. So, and also the in the higher time frame right here, the market is moving to the upside as well. So I put the stop right here. Then I put the stop right here, and now it moved nicely up there, and then came back down. When it moved below the 21 EMA, then I sold it. So I put the stop below that one, below the I was at tracing and tracking the 21 EMA. So when it moved below and closed below, then I sold it. So this one was bought at 1856.4, and this one and it was sold at 1864.4. So you get a close. That means that I in the trade tracker, which is chart trader, I hit the stop bottom. I mean the close bottom. So that is when it closes, and then came back down. Oh, okay. So let me tell you, on this one, I actually made $800, and now I am at $640 profit with that stop, and then came back down. I took another entry right here, which was stopped, and this one was a loss of $60. A loss of $60 right there. Okay. So if you see, I'm using the higher time frame right here to look the direction, and if I'm kind of in the in the same direction as my entry chart. So $60 loss there. Then I took another entry. So this one is that one, and then I took another entry, um, right here, and I took and it was there was a little bit of hit, but then came back up, and then I sold it right there. So this one is $180 profit. And now I took another one right here, right? So I'm tracing and waiting for being to being stopped. So there was another entry at 1868.3, and this one was sold at 1868.5. So there was $20 plus 20 plus $20 right there. Okay, and then I took another one, so it came back down, made a similar similar double bottom right here, and then I took this entry right there, and this one was bought at 1868.6, and then it was sold at 1870.5. So this one was $190. So plus 190 plus 190 right there. So 9:30. So let's see what times these trades were. So this one, the first one was at 7:43. 7:43. The second one at 7:47. So two losses right there. At 7:52, I took this one. So there was, several trades that were made that I made in a matter of 5 to 10 minutes, and then this one here gave me the one that the $800 to the profit. So this one was a good trade. Um, could have could have wait a little bit more and probably do or sold it before, but you never know. So here is probably the the right sell right below this first down, as I have sold all of the others, right? So this one was at 942, then another one here at 950, then another one here at 10, another one here at 10:30, and that was it for me. In the afternoon, I didn't trade anything. But if you see, there was a nice entry. So there's a reversal here. There is a nice entry right in this area. If you see the anchor chart, there's a nice entry right here that you can, there's a double bottom right here, a little bit of counter trend in the trading range, or in the opening range, and then before noon, and then it started to move up. So this one was a nice move as well. Okay, so that was Monday. Tuesday, I don't have any trades on gold on Tuesday. Let's review that. So Tuesday opens around here. So that's Monday. Tuesday, look at this. So this one is Tuesday right here. So nothing really, up, down, after overnight move to the downside. So, either the market was going to bounce up or it was going to be in the range, but it never gave me an entry. Any trade that I would take in the direction of the downside, or as a short, would be risky because all of this move that happened already overnight. So the market moved already, and then taking it to the upside in the it was going to be a counter trend, so didn't take any there. Now Wednesday actually was good. Um, I did not take any trade on Wednesday, so this one is here, February 16. Um, Wednesday moved there up, and so the market was moving, but there's no that many bars in here, so the market was slow. You have a bias to the upside. This pivot here, um, which is the floor pivot, was lower than the day before, so that would be a negative bias. But market kind of like bounced and moved up. So this one was actually a good, but it was very slow. So very little, not that many bars. If you compare that many bars with Monday, you have more bars or more volatility on Monday, but this one was more steady. Okay. Um, then on Thursday, before the market opened, I made one trade here for $200. Um, so let's see what the chart is saying here in the entry chart. So market is before the market open at 8:20. This is um, where the gold ghost market opens at 8:20. So I took that trade there, and then I just got the $200 and got out. So probably could have been more, yes, but it actually, you never know. So I took a target basically, and the reason was that you know first trade I was not feeling confident, and there was this overnight high right here, and so I sold it a little bit below that, and that was it. And if you see here, probably it was a kind of like a good decision because it would come back and then stop me around that same price. Then another entry right there. Probably this one would have been a good entry as well, for probably 2 to 3 bars. Market opens then, and I didn't make any trades. Look at this gold, how choppy this area is in gold during the day. I mean, with a big squeeze. Look at that. So still choppy, moving up, down 1150, and then nothing. I mean, it was very choppy, in and out that day. So I didn't trade it. And then Friday, no trade. Well, yeah, there was one trade on Friday. Let me look for it. Okay, so Friday, this trade was for 300, and let me mark it. Plus $340 right here. So this one here, it's a continuation of this trend reversal. So you have in the higher time frame, you see it up here. I'm sorry, I think it is this one. So you see that it's moving to the upside, right there, and then there was a break on this double top right here, and then triple top right there. So let's put that um, right there. There is like a triple top in that area right there. So it broke right there, and I took it. I took that entry. Um, so this one moved all the way up here, and then there was I remember that there was a. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So this one was a resistance one, right? A midpoint in resistance one, just below the prior day high. So I took the exit right there, and then it came back down, and I didn't wait to be a stop. I just took a target. Okay, so $340, and then the market started to chop around, and then didn't do that much until the afternoon. Didn't do anything in this area here. But then after four, um, quarter to four, moved to the upside again. So choppy was for gold there. So okay, gold in the 3 days, it's $1,510 in gold, um, which is not bad. I mean, I didn't trade that much actually. So it was good. If you see now the point and figure, let's expand this one and look at the point and figure. You have a nice, a good downtrend here, but most of these movements were done overnight. So here is the 15th overnight right here, and then moved to the up. They moved sideways for the rest of the day. Then here on February 16th, moved, in a choppy manner to the upside, but then it's moving to the upside. And then on the 17th, moving to the upside as well, and then chop area. So this one is good. It's a, good way to stay away from the chop area, but you have some false entries here that could hurt a little bit, So this area here, you have one, two, um, three false entries that are kind of like risky. These compression areas are tricky to trade, and then moving to one Darvas to the other one is tricky. Okay, so and finally, let's look at crude. Okay, so let's see what's in crude. Um, so no trades for me in crude all the way until Friday. So let me expand the entry chart. I'm gonna do the entry chart first, and you see there's no trades here. There was some movement, but most of the time the movement happened overnight. So here you go, 3 a.m., very choppy in this area, finding some support, and then at 8, it is very choppy. So then moving to the upside, market opened and moved to the upside. So there were good entries here. Probably most likely this is not in confluence with the higher time frame right here. So let's review that. Yeah. So see here, what I do is to trade in confluence with the higher time frame. In here, we are going down, you know, we're going down, but we're not going down. I mean, it's choppy, right? And then here it's um, it's moving up in the entry chart, but it's not moving in this. It's not in in confluence with the higher time frame. Although here in the afternoon, I do very limited trades in the afternoon. My trades are normally in this, from 8 a.m., 7 a.m. through maybe 10 or 11 at the most. And then in the afternoon, I lose a lot of good opportunities here. Look at how this one at lunch, a crude started to move up. So this one is Tuesday. Then market started to move down, and then you see here confluence um, to the downside, um, and then market open right here. So market actually open in crude open at 9 in crude, so right there, and there was a move to the downside. This one was in confluence. I didn't take anything there. Thinking that crude was going to. It's hard to short crude for me at this point because of what's happening politically. So I was looking for longs in crude actually. Let's see what I took. Market was started to move up and kept moving up, and I didn't take anything in crude. There was a move to the downside here. Let's see where when I take. Let me review my sheet. Yeah, it was on Friday. Friday was one trade in crude right here. Two trades. So let me expand this a little bit more so we can see the trades right there. So took a short right there and failed. So it was stopped at for $80 loss. Actually, minus $80 loss right there and here. So I took a short. I was expecting this one to break, or playing the consolidation here, the compression, and then it broke right there. See, but then it immediately after a couple of bars came back to the upside and stopped me out. And then market started to move up, and then made a week of this 21, and then I took that entry right there, and this one was good for $400. So let me mark that one for 400. Okay, so those are all the trades I made. So $400 right there. And then in the afternoon, market really took off. So at 11, made that move to the upside. I missed it, and then retraced, and then started to consolidate in this area here. So after this pivot high, it couldn't move again to the upside. Well, it moved back down and then to the upside, and probably to a similar area right here, but it was not able to break it and move much more. So, and if you see here, This one is actually the afternoon from 2 p.m. through 4 p.m. There was really very little movement. So most of the movement happened in between 11 and 1 p.m. Okay, so yeah, so that was the week. Hopefully, this format is um, more um, interesting. I like Renko's and point and figure bars much better than timelines. Even though I do have the 30 minutes chart open in one of my screens. So, but you see here, there's a lot of consolidation. This is crude, right? So you have a breakout there, and then, the moving averages, the 10 period moving averages, um, or 10 bar moving averages moving these bars to the downside. There's a break right there, a break right there, and a break right there. So this one is a good format to enter. Now again, if you could be in and out, in and out, in and out multiple times, because keeps if, especially if this is choppy, like in here, in this area here, you could make money, but I mean, I prefer to trade Renko charts instead of point and figure. So sometimes I do an entry when I miss the pivot, the when I miss the entry on the pivot on the Renko. I look at the point and figure chart and see if it is giving me an entry. Sometimes I can catch the run. All right, so hopefully you like this video. It's a little bit long, but I review the whole weekend there. So thank you for watching.